Hey guys, I'm here at Anderson Ford. We're going to be installing a new clutch on my 87 Mustang GT here. The clutch I decided to go with was from ProMotion Powertrain, and I got that recommendation from a buddy of mine who ran that in one of his cars and really liked it. The clutch is meant to handle around 560 horsepower, 550 to 560, which is more than enough clutch I need for this particular car. It is still a 10-spline clutch. It's their yellow Hi-Rev edition. So I'll give you guys my insight and my review of it after we get it installed, see how it feels. This is not going to be a basic tutorial on how to. You guys, I'm sure, have seen plenty of videos of how to replace a clutch in your car, especially out there on like LMR, for example, has a good like how to remove the transmission and so on and so forth. But I want to show you guys the overall steps that it takes to get your transmission out. It does help a lot to have access to a lift, which we do here today. Much easier to do than rolling around on the ground. So I'm very thankful to have this job here done at Anderson Ford. Ryan from Anderson is actually going to be helping me as well. You guys probably have seen him in a previous video. So we're going to get started here on that shortly. What we're going to do to basically get started is to go ahead and disconnect the battery, since we do have to remove the starter. And we'll go ahead and get the transmission, drive shaft, and stuff like that out of the way. So let's go ahead and get to it, and then I'll give you guys my input and thoughts on how I like the new clutch. Alright, we just went ahead and disconnected the shifter and the shifter handle, or the shifter knob I should say, and the shifter handle, just the way that it doesn't get caught up in the transmission when we're bringing it from the bottom of the car. Alright, so we're ready to go ahead and get the car up in the air and start working out removing the drive shaft.
Okay, we're going to mark the drive shaft here, make sure that we don't have any imbalance issues or anything that could cause any driveline vibrations putting the vehicle back together. So we'll mark it, put it back together in the same spot once we put it, get it reinstalled. And what we're using is a simple paint marker, crayon, anything that'll mark to keep the marks lined up. Just like that. Then we're going to remove the bolts. Now, this could be a two-person operation depending on the size of the drive shaft. Most of the time it will just slide right out. Like so.
Alright, Ryan's getting the pole jack situated. What we're going to do is we're actually going to take off the cross member before we take the transmission, the bell housing bolts out. That way we can remove the cross member, and actually we don't have to remove any of the exhaust components, because the way that the on-3 downpipe and the catback kit connection points are, we can probably remove the cross member and then we can lower the transmission slightly, kind of shimmy it out of the way. So another bonus about being a single downpipe on a turbo is that the transmission should come out pretty easily. So alright, we're going to go ahead and we got this supported here. We're going to go ahead and start removing the cross member.
All right.
All the bolts out. grab all.
Yep.
Try on a dowel or something.
Yep. I'm letting that pipe over to this side, so. There we go. Okay. All right.
Just a quick side note here, you guys saw us take the flywheel off as well, but it's because I'm replacing it with this nice lightweight billet aluminum flywheel. So the other one was actually kind of messed up, a lot of hot spots on and everything, so might as well go ahead and upgrade to this nice unit here. So we're going to go ahead and get this on, and then we'll get the new clutch on. Here's the new clutch. This is their Blue Printed Hi-Rev, and it's in their yellow face here. And it comes with a 26 spline disc, but you can have that replaced. If you give them a call, they can switch it out for a 10. Since I am still running a 10 spline input shaft on my transmission, and the kind of disc that it came with is a dual friction type of disc that's more for street and strip driving, and since I was doing more street more than anything, that's what the manufacturer recommended. So all right, let's go ahead and get this installed. By golly, I think we got it. Perfect. And that comes out with ease.
Good sign.
Really good sign.
Yep.
Alright. And now,
let's put a little bit of grease.
yep. Alright guys, we got the new clutch in. Wasn't too bad of a job. Of course, having a lift is a lifesaver. So what ProMotion Powertrain recommends for the pedal is that it should be about midway up is where the car should start to roll. So if you're like on a hill and you're in first, you let off the clutch, about halfway is where it should be letting go and disengaging. So also the braking period, they do recommend 500 stop and go traffic break-in miles before you really put the pedal to the metal on this thing. So job wasn't too bad. We're gonna go ahead and just finish up a few little things here, but that's pretty much gonna do it. Many thanks to Ryan for the help, and we're gonna go ahead and I'll give you guys a little summary of what the pedal effort's like, and then we'll call it. It sucks that it snowed and there's salt on the roads and stuff. Pedal effort reminds me of a center force clutch. It's not quite as light as stock, but it's very manageable. Very manageable. Yeah, we'll have to do some driving with the same, break it in, and see how it holds up. So I'm pretty happy. The install went pretty smooth. Again, many thanks to Ryan for sticking around late on a party weekend, I guess you could say, and helping me out with this. So that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like my content, please like, please share, and subscribe. Take care. We'll see you in the next video.